Alright, so same drill as yesterday. I am reviewing Prey in my the guest bedroom of my grandparents' house. So I watched Prey tonight with Cameron, like I said I would, and yeah, let's just get into the review. I'm a deep, moderately big, not no, just like a moderate Predator fan. Obviously, I really liked the first movie. It's not anything I would call like a Stone Cold classic. It has a lot of cool subtext, and Ryan Hollinger actually made a really great video, kind of breaking down the real horror and metaphorical stuff that's in the original Predator. Please go watch that video if you haven't already. Anyway, I do like that movie a lot. Predator 2 is one of those movies that I love for how ridiculous and stupid it is. It's a very bad movie. It's not good at all, but in such a fun way that I come back to that movie a lot. And Predators, I haven't seen that movie in quite a while. I don't even know if I've seen it all the way through, if I'm being really honest. But I think I like it. It's pretty good. It's definitely overhated. A lot of people give that movie too much shit. But yeah, I like that movie. And The Predator was awful. I don't even want to say anything else about that. So Predator movies are very up in the air. And then the AVP movies are dumb fun. The first one is, and the second one is awful. So yeah, the Predator movies are very hit or miss for me. I like some of them, I really don't like some of them. And going to this new one, I was expecting it to be decent just because of what I've heard. A lot of people are really loving this thing, really grasping onto it. The director also directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, and that's one of my favorite movies of 2016. Love that film. Excuse me. I don't know. There was just a lot going for this movie, and I can happily say that I really enjoyed it. I really, really liked this entry in the Predator series. I would even say it matches the quality of the original in my head. So, I do have issues with it. I'm not like fully on. I am fully on board, but I don't fully love it like a lot of other people are. I do have some minor gripes with it. I do think some of the first act is a little too slow and a little too methodical. I do think they rely on these big sweeping shots and kind of like cinematic cinematography a bit too much. Like it's very nice looking in places, and other places it just kind of feels a little forced. And it's not as engaging as you would want it to be in the first act, and even a little bit through the second act. It drags its feet a little bit. Again, it's not terrible. I do like the main character. I thought her performance was really good. I thought all of the characters were pretty engaging. I just felt that, I don't know, the first 30 minutes of this movie could have not necessarily been trimmed down, but more tension could have been put into them. Like, the original Predator, it's very much a subversion movie. You think it's going to be one thing, and it's very much not, and it goes in a very different direction. And maybe this movie would have, I don't know, I don't necessarily give it a gimmick, but just spice up the first act a little more. Go through, rewrite it, because it's a bit stock, it's a bit bland. But once you get to the action, once you get to the actual Predator stuff, I'm fully on board. I'm loving this movie. I really do like that it takes place 300 years ago. Obviously, it has a lot of native representation, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see that time period depicted in a more accurate light, not offensive or anything like that. Or at least I didn't think it was offensive. Again, as you can clearly see, I am not at all Native American, but from the people who I have seen reviews from online, it is very much, a lot more accurate and less offensive. So that was cool to see. I thought the time period was utilized very well. I'm always a big fan of particularly action movies and video games set in like the plains, like the West, kind of like that rural, mountainy valley stuff. I don't know. I just think that environment is cool to play around with action set pieces and stuff. And this movie definitely explored that area a lot, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And again, once the action started, it fully had me hooked. I was really, really loving a lot of the action sequences in here just because, I don't know, they were just so highly entertaining and thrilling. The direction got better, the writing got better, just the movie started to pick up a lot more, and I feel like it really benefited from that. I really, really love the conclusion of this movie. I really like how it all ties together. Again, a lot of the cinematography in the back half is really fantastic and what really pushes this movie over the edge for me personally. This Predator is maybe has less of a personality than what you're used to with the Predator, like the original Predator, but he's a lot more menacing, a lot more like, I don't know. They focus a lot more on the hunting aspect and kind of the logistics with that, and like the certain rules that the Predator race has, like the race of aliens. And I like that it explores that, and I like that the Predator itself was feeling out Earth and kind of getting the overall like food chain and stuff like that. I'm talking a little bit in circles here, but I liked how he was adapting to his environment, and that the main character wasn't necessarily ever afraid of the Predator. I don't know. I felt she was like a good adversary to the Predator. This is just a really solid action flick. It has everything you would want in a modern day action movie. It's not too deep. It's not too stupid. It has really great cinematography in places, excellent action sequences that are very, very, very entertaining, and a really good lead character, a great cast, a good setting. It has all the elements you would want in a really great action movie. And this might be, well, it's definitely not my favorite action movie of the year. A couple other movies definitely take that place, but I really, really ended up enjoying Prey a lot. I really liked this movie, and I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a B plus. So Prey gets a B plus. So yeah, that was my thoughts on Prey. I'm gonna be reviewing another Hulu original with Not Okay next. So I just have to finish that, and then I'm gonna watch The Gray Man, and then we'll see where that goes from there. See you guys later.